It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night.
Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Conner. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger.
Rodgers.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown.
pass.
Davante Adams, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Packers have taken the early lead. Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, just a deadly combination, and we see why right there.
And we've seen it develop over the years because when Davante Adams first joined the Packers, he had to earn the trust of the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He has it in a big way now. He'll throw it to him long, he'll throw it to him short, but he always expects a big play to result.
Adams, former second-round pick out of Fresno State, plays like a first-round pick in the NFL.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
First and
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tossing this out wide to McFarland.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
the tackle.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
White 80. Hey, alert, 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 alert. 77, 77. Rush in, rush in.
Throwing on second and long. Roethlisberger.
That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Anthony McFarland.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got this down to the 35.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now on second and 13. Rodgers. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed. On third and long, it's Rodgers. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 7-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 12 yards brings up 4th down.
McFarland running out of the gun.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's McFarland.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, this will be McFarland.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
At the Packers' 28-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running with McFarland.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Connor, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Easy. Double bump. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a game.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there.
But it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers, and he fires one incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Steelers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Oh, look at the juke. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
On 1st down, McFarland.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
Number 33.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5 now. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
In your face.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Number 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards that time.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. Preston Smith there on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Roethlisberger.
Now they set up a screen for McFarland.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Roethlisberger will throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, McFarland. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
McFarland, the ball.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. And the conditions miserable for a kicker and a holder, but this one's good, and with it, they take the lead.
Packers 13.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They got it.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Cooper Kupp.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Green Bay.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Touchdown, Packers!
To number 80.
A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Watch 98 tonight. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Here's McFarland.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a run with McFarland.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
32-yard line.
Now Rodgers. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st down, Packers.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Gain of 16 yards.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
For Green Bay, T.J. Watt there on the tackle.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. On first down, Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
3-yard gain on the
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
6-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
21.
A partner, great.